Yo, 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 yo. Have you ever been uh, with a bitch in the bedroom and all of a sudden you just hear that noise? Yo, 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 yo. Eat your veggies. Dog's eating vegetable soup. I cut you. So I don't know what the hell is going on. My dogs might be just reacting to people in the driveway, but there have been people on my property recently. I don't know. At least I didn't have to search for them for hours, but it's just weird shit. Kind of sucks because if I'm here, and even when I'm not here, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do when I'm not here. I guess cage him up, but I don't think a cage would contain him. Like if he really wanted to get out, I don't know. Ah shit. No foul on that one. So I had my first experience with Grubhub. I honestly don't like doing shit like that. It just feels it's weird. But at the same time, I'm gonna have to switch up a lot of things. I'm gonna have to switch up the times when I leave. I'm gonna have to switch up my checklist of things when I do leave. Make sure like shit's good. I don't know. I went riding my bike around yesterday because it was like a decent day. I planned on taking the dogs on a walk today, but they busted out again. So it's like I don't even know. Like they go out often. Like they really do. I usually let them out anywhere from 1 to 3 a.m. Then around anywhere from 6 to 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon. Starting to do this shit around 2:33, 3:30. It's like I had them out a little bit after 2:30, around 4 p.m. Well, no, it was more like 4:30, I think, because I had ordered that Grubhub. I don't like how that sounds when I say it out loud, but whatever. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but yeah. Anyway, hope everyone's doing well. Oh, that tastes like shit. I feel beat up. Like I'm like cramping, having spasms. Hmm, it's not good. So I'm trying to figure this shit out. I don't think, or I don't know. Is there a time limit on this thing? Um, I'm just not gonna say names like the people that were in here. Uh, just let it be at that. But they kind of gave me the rundown pretty good. I was told not to play Eminem. I mean, I do go through my moments where I listen to Marshall, but it's not like not that often. His fucking radio songs are horrible. I hate them. All the all the name songs, or the radio single songs. Like I don't like a whole lot of radio single fucking music, especially with rap. I seriously feel beat the fuck up. So, um, I guess there isn't a time limit on this shit. Ah, fuck. Which I could be wrong. I guess I'll find out. But 20 hours a month, that ain't too bad to be able to use StreamYard for free. There's things about this that I like more. There, there are things about that that I like more. The main thing on StreamYard that I like is you can put up that avatar. Like if you don't really want to be on camera the whole time, or in case you step away or something. I think that's pretty cool being able to put up your own picture and having the display name. Kind of cool. Uh, I mean, I don't do this for a job. Yeah, I definitely don't do this for a job. Shit, when I make like 2 pennies a year, but I have like almost 5,000 followers. Over half of those would be bots on like it's basically like a dating app, but you can go live on here or yeah, on the computer, on your phone, and you like kind of do these random battles, kind of similar to Omegle, but you actually have people like sending donations and gifts, which those donations and gifts really don't add up to money. I'm not trying to, but anyway, it's just some shit to do, like when you're stuck in the house and kind of trying to kill time, basically. Just, it's just nothing major. Definitely haven't met any chicks doing that. Um, it can be fun, but it can also like not be fun. Excuse me. Mhm. So yeah, this Grubhub shit, like, it's kind of cool. I don't know how, but the French fries I got, they were warmer. Ow. They were warmer. I laugh when I hurt. I'm a sick, twisted individual. Yeah, I'm in pain. Um, fucking pulled something on the flow walls, I think. Like, I slipped and I don't feel too much pain when my adrenaline's going, but man, when you stop, hurting. I don't know if I'm cramping or if it's a strain. I'm cramping, but it might be a strain on top of that. I'm just a nervous wreck. Sometimes when I'm nervous, I pick. That's kind of what happened. I had a scratch and like, oh, it's a scab. I made myself stop. That's part of what being on camera like can kind of make you aware of like, oh shit, I kind of didn't even know I was doing that. Like, oh, yep, he's on crack. Not really, man. If you meet a crackhead as mellow as me, um, I don't even know how to fucking like. I don't even know what else to say about that. Just you're probably not going to meet a mellow crackhead. At least like not when they're on crack. I don't know. If anybody would have this situation where like multiple times they see a neighbor out in their yard and getting in their car and then your dog's busted out. Like, I'm not saying it can't be a coincidence, but I don't know. I just kind of feel like someone is like just bored or maybe going stir crazy something. Maybe like wanting to seek revenge in some fashion. They know how well trained my dog is. They know how responsive he is. And he is a herding. Herding. He herds, not hurts. Like he herds flocks. He's a mountain dog. But it could just be a coincidence until I catch something red handed in the moment. Uh, no, I'm not going to react in any fashion, but I can't help but be like, that just seems weird. But hey, I'll keep my nose to myself. I, stay in my own business. I'll stay in my own lane. Yeah, someone wants to prevent me from like possibly freaking out a little bit and screaming for my dogs. It's, That's all you gotta do. I'm not asking anyone to fucking play dog catcher. It's just, hey, have you seen them? Where they at? Thank you. I'll be on my way. We don't have to get along too much, but I figure people can be civil. People can be respectful. I try to respect people's property. I try to respect people's homes. Um, I want people to feel safe in their home. I don't want people to think like I'm fucking nuts. I'm doing meth and I'm gonna fucking just tweak out, freak out, and run up on someone's property with fucking half torn off boxer shorts and scars all over my body. Like, I don't like speed, thankfully. Uh, Chalk it up to some of that. It's just I don't like that substance, and I'm lucky for that because it's a big problem in my town right now. And I live like by two hot spots. It's like two of the worst places in town I live by. Anybody from around here would, they might be thinking like, "Where's he talking about? He doesn't live, near any bad spots." It's not so much a bad spot. Well, yeah, one of them is, but one of them's a trailer park, and there's been a few meth lab explosions there. I swear I witnessed one day. It's like you could hear it fucking like 3, 4 blocks away. You see this big plume of smoke go in the sky, and there's the trailer park, and then there's the apartments. If I say the apartments, people should know what I'm talking about. It's right there. Mo, but I'm gonna have to keep my fucking eye. Like if they're up here, they're cool. I can't really remember any time when they're up here. Things are calm, but he reacts to shit, man. He reacts to shit. If anyone has heard the song "Ha Ha Ha" by Twisted, it's that little skit in the beginning, the intro. The alarm clock's going off, dogs are barking, got the birds like. Rah. He's like looking around to see what's making that noise. He is a very uh, he reacts to a lot. He's a very what's the word observant dog. Like as I've said before, all dogs are guard dogs. It's just that's part of the reason uh, that we built this bond over time. As man, I'm not saying me with these dogs, but it's just kind of understood that dogs are good to have around. To hey, get back on camera, damn it. He's camera shy. Here you go. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Um, Now one thing I did notice today is all these people out on their porch just laughing, hooting, and hollering. I didn't really pay too much attention to what they were saying. I don't really give a fuck. They could have just been laughing at the situation, but basically, this shit happens, and it's been happening like on such a frequent basis. I have had, oh man, I'm not gonna get into it because I fucking talked for fucking 5 hours about this shit. Yeah, I'm scratching my nuts. But like, I, whoa, whoa, Joey Lawrence, 15 cents. That's an old 90s joke. Blossom. Uh, I'm just skeptical, and I'm not gonna really put the blame on anyone. Maybe I jumped the gun and trying to put like, this is happening, that happens. These are my variables. I'm up and down these stairs like multiple times, just checking on things, checking around the house, checking on my mom. Um, oh God, I really feel beat up. It's just weird, like what you can do when adrenaline is just pumping, and then like how fucking deflated you feel after that. Luckily, I can still do that. I wonder how much longer I have though, because I don't know how much more I got in me, dude. I need a break. I think my mom needs some more stimulus in her life. Like that's why I stress to anyone. I stress to anyone. That's why I said earlier. Instead of relaying a message when you're feet away from people, unless there's like some kind of issue with this person's deaf or whatnot, you know, if they're deaf and you don't know sign language, then whatever. But however that works, I'm just there's circumstances, this social distancing, blah blah blah. It's got people freaked out. Um, it is a very very toxic time. Like the election, very partisan people. Like I wonder when, like, am I just noticing this shit because I'm getting older? Um, or is it this bad? I don't know. It's got me paranoid because like people are looking at me like, he's just waiting for any excuse to go riot or whatever. I don't know. Yo, George W. Bush came to my hometown, came to the Capitol building. Like, I live in the capital of a county. Um, I didn't even go protest that. I had friends that did, but I mean, honestly, like, I don't know. He was a puppet, just like they all should be puppets, but they are our puppets. And I think that's where like there's confusion because certain people were thinking like, oh, you have to hail the commander in chief. No, you're supposed to criticize him. It's like, I stress to people that are in fear of like, oh my God, my president got, stole it. Okay, well, even if that did happen, I don't know. I'm not gonna act like, because I've not really met one Biden supporter. Maybe about 20 years ago, 20, 30 years ago, yeah, my dad was a Biden supporter. I didn't know that, but I was talking to mom about it. She's like, yeah, your dad really liked him. I was like, well, I mean, he's cool, but dude, he's so fucking old. That's my fear about everything. But nah, I mean, I'd say 85% of the people that wanted Trump out, like, are going to criticize and critique Biden and Harris just as we would Trump, if not worse. 'Cause, if we're putting our name and we're vouching and we're voting for this person, you gotta walk the line, homie. Like, yeah, do right by us. Don't make us look dumb. But Democrats are fucking morons. Not the voters. I'm sure there are some morons. Mainly just the party. Like, you know, I've said this many times. I fucking hate Nancy Pelosi. Uh, Hillary Clinton is the reason Donald Trump even got elected. So people shouldn't hate on Trump too much because Clinton's the reason he got elected. If she would have had a plan, been able to present her plan, hello, not sure who it is, but enjoy my ranting. It's basically just speaking my thoughts out loud. But if Hillary Clinton could have had some kind of platform other than, oh, he can't be president. That shit got old real quick. And I've never liked Hillary Clinton. She called my generation ruthless predators that needed to be corralled in and healed, like you heal a bad dog, like HEEL, not heal like you're healed by the land, by the hand of the Lord. That would have been kind of nice if she would have taken out the corral part. Talking like my generation are just animals because of gangster rap, and fucking what was that PlayStation game? Twisted Metal, I think that was a big thing. When that was like a that was like a rally car game, kind of like a demolition derby game. Like how the fuck are y'all? Doom was a big one. Yeah, I kind of wonder who might have just popped in. I kind of have a feeling I know, but maybe I'm wrong. As I've said before, I'll give a fucking public apology if I've been wrong about some things. Now, some things, like, I can't deny I was right about it, but I'm trying to fucking think out loud, figure out what's going on at this house. Getting death threats by people, and, they can come up on here and say that they weren't death threats, but I'm pretty sure if it went through the court, it would be viewed as death threats, terroristic threats, something along that nature. Like when you've been here before, done handiwork at the house. Well, maybe not that lady, but her husband did. Um, we've had gas leak problems here. And you're saying you want my house to explode and watch our bot. Yeah, that's a message meant to induce panic. That's a intimidating message to be that descriptive. You know, it's not a vague statement. That's very so. Anyway, uh, other than people that like basically wish death upon us, yeah, don't really give a fuck what y'all have to say. But yeah, I could, even if it's with a grain of salt, I could register and take into account what some people might have to say. And I could issue a public apology, which I've kind of already done that. But like, if I have to get specific and descriptive about what I'm apologizing for, then I can do that. Yeah. I'm not going to hold people to a level and expect myself like, oh, I'm safe from that. You know, like, oh, I have family in the court. I don't have to do that. That's a sarcastic statement. I don't have family in the court, or if I do, we don't get along. You know, it's just I can't help but feel how I feel about certain experiences. But at the same time, nobody really has to worry about me. You know, I'm not gonna get fed. You know, I don't go on other people's property. You know, if I do, I'm like, you know, there's areas on my street where people don't have fences. And there's really not a lot of places to like, once you're on that flood wall, since this fucking piece of shit porter potty factory fucking did what they did and closed off a huge section where a lot of people fucking were able to enjoy the riverbank and shit. You know, they had to fucking nope, 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 nope. And if you live around here, like a lot of times you'll get woken up at like 4 in the morning. Like seriously, it's fucking nuts, dude. It really is. It's crazy. I really feel everyone around here should get a check from them because this isn't what a lot of us signed up for. Like when we moved here, there was a little corner store, a little gas station. They had the fucking they had an open way to the riverbank, and now it's just like it looks like a prison yard. Just steel blocks and a big ass fucking um, barbed wire fence. The top's barbed wire, not the whole fence. But you know, we didn't sign up for this. You know, people want to bitch and complain about like our house, and I might get behind on the yard work and shit. Call the city up and try to act like, oh, it's the worst thing in the world that's going on right now. You know, like people not going insane, people getting suicidal, people just freaking the fuck out. But nah, I got behind a little bit on cutting grass. Like, so send city officials down here. Like, fuck off, man. Like, people wonder why, like, I might just think of these fucking neighbors as bitches. You know, like, oh, you know, I see the city and I see cops just like basically like kissing ass to a fucking meth head because he's got some information and he comes from a prominent family and whatever. I don't see how anyone can't like agree to disagree on a lot of shit. Okay, whatever. But for anyone that knows about this situation right here, and I'm pointing over there because it's right next door. Like all the times I'm fucking like, yeah, if it ain't, if it isn't across the street and the noise from all that shit waking me up at 4 in the morning most days, the pit bulls reacting to said noise. go outside and just pit bulls right above my privacy fence, looking down on me. Fucking, the more they do that, and they're just gonna have this learned behavior of like they're gonna view me as a threat. Because basically, like a dog, it's like panoramic view, kind of views that as its territory. So if a dog can see me, it doesn't understand the fucking principle or whatever of a fence. If I'm trying to hop the fence and I'm trying to come in someone's property uninvited, unwelcome, I would invite that. Yeah. If I get fucked up, that's my fault. Like, what the fuck am I doing going on someone's property uninvited? But like, people do that to me, then yeah. So if I've had disagreements with people, and I'll continue to have disagreements with people. Just Friday, I had this discussion with someone brought up someone's name, and I was like, you can't tell. No. Yeah, if I got someone hanging out with my family, if I got someone hanging out talking with my brother, if I got someone that has came over here and threatened violence against me, uh, used to throw all these parties, not once got invited, but wants to come over here when they're stumbling drunk off their ass, and their wife fucking ask them about me. You can't just be like, you know, I was here, but now I'm here. His dad just died. Like cut him some slack. Cut me some slack. I'm just trying to make sure the kids fucking. Yes, I'm calling myself a kid. I do that sometimes, and sometimes when I see a 25-year-old dude or even an 18-year-old dude, and they're like bigger than me, I'll still call him a kid. It's not really anything disrespectful, but it's just I'm getting damn near 40, and it's the way I talk, and I say the same shit about me. So it's not like I'm trying to put anyone down. It's just a turn of phrase. You're trying to like paraphrase something someone else might be thinking, and if they're older than me, maybe they'll utter that phrase too, like I do sometimes. But instead of doing that to like continue a lie, that makes me look bad. Maybe they think, oh, um, he got so fucked up over here. No, you didn't. But I could have really used a friend around that time. And if someone's not going to take up for me or try to pull me into a lie or what have you, it's just I've had my experiences with some people. If I have a certain opinion, just like they may have a certain opinion about me, I can't help that I feel a certain way about some things. I can't help that I've heard people like talk about shit and it disgusted me. I can't help that. I can't help that, like, when my mom was deathly ill and in the nursing home, and I'm freaking out, that someone has to come over and just talk about, like, at the time Obama was president, about the N word in office. I can't. Uh, like, why are you even bringing up politics, dude? Like, I'm not even thinking about politics. Like, you know what I'm thinking about, Mom. And if I wasn't thinking about it, I'm a piece of shit. You know, thinking about it, I'm praying about it, and it's just you gonna bring up fucking Obama? Like, dude, you're petty, fucking petty. again, I don't mind, I don't mind discussing some things if people want to discuss them off camera, on camera, whatever. With that being said, the people that wish death upon me and my family, no, that statement doesn't, I offered these people $500. Just to, the stipulation was, got to get on camera. I could have made the video private. I got lots of private videos on YouTube because, like I said, I live next to some aggressive pit bulls, and so half the time I'm going out back, uh, I gotta deal with that, and it kind of induces a panic attack. So I'm trying to keep record on that as much as possible. But yeah, I mean, if anyone's curious, I don't care to discuss. I don't care to conversate about certain problems. But at the same time, I can't help that I have a reaction to certain things. Like I have my morals. Shocking, I know. I have my morals. I have my values. I view things a certain way. You know, I drink too much Mountain Dew, but it tastes so damn good. I got like 15 fucking bottles of Fago on the floor. Nah, I really do. I really do. I think I might do some like gay ass fucking Fago reviews sometime soon. Maybe even tonight. I don't know. I might dress up for it and act goofy. I don't know. Honestly, this shit does help. Just even if I'm not talking to anyone, which no one's in here, so at least I don't know. Sometimes this view count thing fucks up, so maybe there is someone. Um, but yeah, I'm doing this shit for me. It really does help, just so you don't like keep things bottled up and so I just can't believe like excuse me. I just can't believe shit's come to this. Like we're gonna get so used to living like this. Staying, it's God, it's fucked up, man. I have a compromised immune system, so I'm tripping out about this fucking vaccine. Like thinking like, oh, if I get the vaccine, I might get the virus, and possibly the vaccine like can trigger a stronger effect as opposed to like contracting it naturally. I'm really freaking the fuck out. So I'll just end it with this. I do apologize if I kind of get on people's nerves, but this is for a lot of people some of the weirdest shit that we've lived through. Um, I've done a lot of things to try to calm the nerves of people I live around. I've went to counseling. I got rid of a lot of firearms, even though I was ahead of the game on wearing face masks. I quit doing that. And to have like people report to my probation officer that habitually I'm running up and down my street juggling hatchets. I cannot even juggle tennis balls. Maybe like maybe like once or twice. I damn sure can't fucking juggle hatchets, even if I'm standing still. So like, how the fuck am I gonna do that walking up and down my street? So like I said, man, there's a lot of shit I've dealt with as far as like why I have opinions or reservations about certain things, possibly a little bit of paranoia about like, what the fuck's going on. Yeah. So when I'm getting hauled into fucking a probation officer's office and he's, it's an easy target. I get it. Insane Clown Posse, Hatchet Man. You if people got pissed off because like I got loud for a couple years with my music, well, for damn near 2 decades, like we dealt with the same shit, just different music. Like no one really gave a shit when I was fucking 12 years old, and they're pissing my dad off to the point where he's just like about to bust holes in walls and whatever, what have you. Dudes act kind of weird sometimes when that adrenaline and testosterone's pumping. You know, kind of takes a minute to calm down, and then if you think about said events, uh, that's when you kind of process that. Like, I could have handled it better. I could have been more calm here. That was all I'm saying though. Is it goes both ways. It's not like a lot of the people bitching about me are free of sin. They did the same shit, if not worse, and for a lot longer. And they didn't have to live in this house when my dad was pissed off. Yeah. God love my dad, God rest his soul, but he was kind of scary sometimes. Like I never really was confident that I could whip my dad's ass. But yeah, so just some friendly advice to people. Like I said, if you're in a situation where you can express care, you can show love, you're just feet away from people because like you see someone like me involved in that person's life almost every fucking day, sometimes multiple times in a day. Before people are like, I let you in, you fucked up, now you're out. Before people make that decision or feel that way of like, I don't trust you anymore. Do what you can to express your care. So I'm really suspicious. I'm really skeptical of, even if I'm wrong about the shit going on with the dogs. Maybe they're reacting to a cat. Maybe, but if they're reacting to a cat, why is it happening? The same, like around the same fucking time. It's almost like this shit happened. I'm trying to reformat my schedule, and then it's like, Yeah, it happens like people might think I'm gone running. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But trying to piece together what's happening. Dogs do bust out, but they are acting different. Right now, they're just tuckered out, sleeping by each other. It's like mad cute. I finally live life of a dog. I may have free. Oh, that's probably my favorite Cottonmouth King song. I don't really like Cottonmouth Kings too much, but you know, 'cause like every song's like the fucking same, basically. Like it'd be like if ICP only rapped about Fago. Like seriously, like, I love the carbonated bubbles. They tickle my tongue. Red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum. Yo, I'm gonna put that on wax and sell 1,500 copies, dog. Yo, fam. Uh, Since I hate when people like try to show love, but like they're doing it just to like pull the wool over people's eyes. I don't know. On that one thing I'm on, like that dating app shit where I go live sometimes, they got some juggalos up on there, and like they'll spell juggalo wrong multiple times. Like, it's Juggalo. Typos happen, I get it, but so yeah. Express love. I can't stress that enough. Um, I had my own regrets about not expressing love. Some of those people are gone. Some of them don't want anything to do with me. There's very few people that I'll just like, you know, fuck them forever. There are very few people. I just can't stress that enough. Because it doesn't take much effort to just say some things. It doesn't take much effort to do that. So you can basically trick people. Like, yeah, I've been tricked a lot. I'm very naive. I'm almost yearning for companionship. So I think I'll trick myself sometimes. But just some of this shit is just wax. And when did Donald Trump become like the fucking mascot for like rednecks? I don't even mean redneck in a bad way, because like I'm redneck. I can't help it. I can't help like I was brought up in this area. You know, I may like certain things and everything, but if I go to Chicago, like oh, redneck, hilljack, you know, it is what it is. So I don't even mean that in a degrading fashion. It's just observation. When did Donald Trump become the fucking mascot for rednecks, lack of a better term? Because I'm in a very red county, and it's not even like oh, you know, it's because these like this is going beyond partisanship. Um, I'll hear people be like, yeah, I'd like to drink a beer with him. Why? One, he says he doesn't drink. don't know if people pay attention to that or not. I don't know. I try to have faith in the system to the point where you have no faith, pretty much. It's like whoever's in there, for the most part, is probably not going to affect my day to day life too much. But one thing I can say is, you know, when Obama's term was coming up, was ending, and there were some Ebola cases in America. There's like this big ass fucking conspiracy of like, oh, Obama's bringing in Ebola so he can like keep his seat in the White House. You know, how come Trump doesn't get the same shit for like his response to all this shit? I'm not going to go as far as I'm not going as far as to say it's this big conspiracy shit, which I kind of think like some of it is. This shit just doesn't seem natural. All these tech companies that are just booming right now, like there's money in it. You know, there's money in the fucking cure. There's money in the misinformation. There's money in the vaccine. There's money from all these companies that are trying to cater to people just basically feeling like they're on house arrest or probation or whatever. Like it really does feel like our freedom is taken away. You know, if people wouldn't get so butthurt over fucking face masks, maybe that might help. Maybe that might help. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a scientist, but just trying to analyze everything. Like, you know, can't we give like 6 months of this face mask shit a chance? Like, it seems like more people in my area are actually, you know, man, there's some people, it's just like, especially my driver, like, he's around so many people. Like, if I was around that many people with this shit going on, I'd probably have my face mask on. Like, I'd probably have some fucking sanitizing wipes and just do a quick fucking, like, it's just like, ugh, fuck that. Trump didn't win, so. But I don't understand how, like, again, I'm more of an independent than a Democrat, but yeah, I usually lean a little bit to the left. Uh, okay, if demon rats, Democrats, are like so retarded and frail and just bitch made motherfuckers, how can they scheme up this fucking like? Cause you know, there's people like saying, oh, you know, it's a big plot by the Democrats. I don't know. I'd say there's Republicans and Democrats in on this shit. If it is fucking some evil shit going on by elite people, you know, sometimes these people might be best friends behind closed doors. You never know about that too. It's like they're putting on a show. That's the way I view it. They're putting on a show. So that's how I just that's how I look at it. You know, I don't believe any of these motherfuckers. It's just I'd like to hear some fresh ideas. I would like to have someone that I can get enthusiastic about to hopefully fucking shit will get better. But yeah, these people might be best friends behind closed doors. Like just how sometimes like I'll say some whacked out shit on here and Facebook, other places, just to kind of see who might be watching me a little too much, maybe. Like AKA spying. I know it's not spying because I'm willingly putting up this shit. But, you know, when you got people coming in and just like making their presence known and saying how you're thinking, what you're feeling, this, that, and the third. It's just, you know, you're whacked out, you're crazy. They try to degrade you. They try to go run and tell someone like, oh, he was talking about this and this. He was talking about you. That might be true, but yeah, if I don't drop a name, if I don't drop an address, thinking out loud about my life. And when I try to talk to people not from here, you know, for the most part, I don't really. I live in a small town. I don't like people in my life like that. So if I'm gonna make internet buddies and shit like this, I'd kind of halfway rather talk to other people in other places, learn about their culture. Every little town has their own culture. Like I'm in a redneck town. That's the culture here. We have bluegrass festivals and all this shit. Um, I like to hear about things. I like to learn. But so I'm not really even for people I don't like, especially people I don't like, because I deal with enough stress in my life. Why would I willingly give attention and energy to something that doesn't help me out at all? People might think that what I'm doing here it doesn't help anyone. It does because I can at least get this shit out. And if need be, if anyone ever has like any questions or reservations about what I may be talking about on here, I have a pretty good memory of what I post. Sometimes I'm, yeah, sometimes I'm just goofing off and I'll forget, like, oh shit, I did that. Well, uh, it can be its own learning experience. So it does help me out. It, I basically get the same feeling of doing this shit that I would if I went into a psychiatrist's office or something. Except I don't get meds. I don't get drugs for it. Which last time I was at counseling, they gave me medication that, shoot, that shit sucked. They say all those SSRIs, you gotta give them time, you know. Like, dude, like, I kind of like how I am sometimes. Sometimes there's some things I'd like to change, but I do, I do like myself. Just with anyone, you know, but I don't fully hate myself, is what I'm saying. Sometimes I hate how I am, sometimes I love how I am, because I'm trying to be respectful of people. Like earlier, my dogs did bust out for like 10, 15 minutes maybe. I see the neighbor outside, and even though I'm like kind of like, you know, maybe the dogs are just reacting to them getting in the car. 'Cause he's a mountain dog. It's just his instinct of, oh, there's a noise. He hates yelling. So, If I get animated on here, even if I'm just acting a fool, I'm not even angry. If I go like, yeah, he is gonna. I think he's got a little bit of anxiety, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I'm out. I see my neighbor, and instead of like confronting them, like, what the fuck you doing? Like, and I'm kind of like thinking to myself, and I think I might have even been talking out loud, thinking out loud. I'm like going up the club wall, running up halfway down to this bar that's down the street. If anyone thinks I'm like this major alcoholic, then like, I can bring alcohol into this house. Legally, I could drink all fucking day if I wanted. Um, if I wanted to go bar hop, I could go up there. But I don't like shitting where I eat, so it's half the reason I don't go there. It's got a beautiful view though. It's right on the river. Like, it is a nice spot. Honestly, it's a nice spot. But like, I mean, honestly, like I don't know. I kind of thought about possibly like getting a camp. We have a camper, but getting a trailer, doing that camper thing, and like just if we sell this house, we could possibly like live there. Not in the camper we have. That's like there's no way in hell my mom could get. It's not big enough. Um, so I mean that might even be a spot like for a little bit, even like try to stack up some bread and whatever. But it's a beautiful spot. It really is. Just the crowd up there. I don't know if I'd be welcome. But yeah, instead of just like letting my paranoia take over me, yeah, I freaked out Friday. I freaked out Friday because there's just a lot of shit going on. And when I'm posting, hey, my dogs are missing, and I read like someone had fucking picked up a dog, killed it, and returned it to the owner's front yard. I'm like, I'm thinking the worst shit. I'm thinking that's what's going on. Like someone wants to get to me. They know one of the major things they could do is hurt a kind animal that I have a connection to. Like that would devastate me. So I was freaking out Friday. Saturday they get out. I might have yelled like, "No, buddy!" I might have done that. Nothing more. Riding my bike on the flood wall, I find him. Talk to a neighbor. I was like, "Dude, I apologize for this. Like, I really do feel bad when they get out because if a dog comes up on my yard and it's just like happy go lucky, waving its tail, wagging its tail or whatever, I'll try to give it some water. I'll try to give it some food. Like check and see if it's got a collar. Check and see if it's got a tag, and try to try to help. So I hope that I've had to call the pound on some dogs too, but I genuinely was in fear. That's why, like, when I'm accused of, oh, you did something to the dogs. Yeah, like, after they're fucking attack, like, after they're barking at me, like, they want to attack me, I might have been like, come the fuck on. Like, call your dogs off. Because you're teaching them to learn this behavior of viewing your neighbors as threats. And if your neighbors aren't a threat, then you're a fucking big dog. You're a big doggy. So I mean, like, it wasn't petty shit. Come on, give me a hug. Give me a hug. Come on. So, I mean, I was genuinely scared. I really don't know how you can't be. Like, it doesn't matter what dog it is. You're just like, it's almost like the owner's like sick, and they got him trained like to sick him. See, like he doesn't even know the word sick him. I don't, I don't do my dogs like that. You're a good boy, sit. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. This is how I like my dog to be. I like it to be calm, uh, very loyal. For the most part, he minds very well. It's part of his instinct, and it's like something going on right now. They're reacting to it, but at least they're not really hurting anything when they react to something. Like, I don't know, man. I just hope. I hope when they're gone that they're not mistreated, because I don't want them to know that. Like, I don't want them to have to go through that. There's some sick people out there. He's a good boy. He's mean. He's scary. Yeah. Nah, like for real. First time I saw this dog, I thought it was a full grown Australian Shepherd, which is a breed of dogs that we had one when I grew up. Very similar. It's just basically like Aussies. They usually have a bobtail. Same coat, pretty much. Yeah, it's like a big border collie, a big Australian Shepherd. Is basically what it is. Um, he scared me. Like straight up, I'll pull up in this parking spot and he's just there. Are you a good doggy? I think he heard me. He came over. It took me like 2 seconds to realize, like, yeah, this dog isn't fucking anything to be scared of. He's big. He's really big. So that's like kind of honestly, as much as I love dogs, I have a little bit of fear with dogs. I have a little bit of fear. Uh, first, just first reaction. I got bit by a Rottweiler when I was a kid. Had to get rabies shots. And it's just kind of scared me ever since then. So I see his big ass dog. There's bigger dogs out there, but he's a pretty big dog. And he's just right there, like right in front of my car. I just pull up. I'm like, oh fuck, how am I getting set up? And I think, are you a good doggy? That's when wagging his tail and just, that was a good doggy. I seen him like 3 days, 4 days in a row. Asking people like, what's up with this dog? No one claimed ownership, and like, I'm taking this dog to the pound or my house. And I guess they thought I was full of shit. So he's here now. He's here now. But it's not like I saw him and, oh, I want that dog. It was more like, yeah, if I see this, it's like the reverse of my three strikes. And if something happens like three times in a row, like, how am I supposed to not? Like, it's almost like a sign. Like, if you believe in that kind of shit. And I'm kind of 50-50 on that. But I did ask many people in that area, like, what's up with this dog? Because it's kind of almost breaking my heart that it's just like running around in the cold. Like, it was January. It was January at that time, I believe. So I bring him home, and some neighbors, probably the neighbors that have the pit bulls, uh, were calling the pound about it. So, dog warden lady comes down, and she's like acting like I did the worst thing in the world. I don't know, man. Anyway, I had to pay a fine and get him registered and all that shit. And I almost kind of don't want to do that. The reason why I didn't want to do that is because, like, yeah, it can help out when the dogs run away and shit, but, like, at the same time, which people do this, I had this crazy bitch fucking, like, dig up a fucking title to a house and, see, you're not the owner. I'm like, yeah, dumb bitch, I fucking told you. Like, I know them. They didn't get that shit at auction. They fucking bitch. So yeah, it's like what I'm talking about is like just like they can fucking type in names, type in addresses with registration with the county. They can do that with my dogs. That's why I'm tripping out. Like, if someone's like that petty, if someone not is someone void of things in their life that much where they have to come fuck with me, like, do a fucking video on me or something. Like, that's like the worst thing I'll do to people is like talk very vaguely about certain things. That's kind of like an oxymoron, vague and certain. I know. But hey, if like four or five people hear me fucking ranting like a lunatic or whatever, it's real easy just to be like, dude, pay him no mind. He's fucking, you know. So it's like the worst thing I'll do is this right here. And it's not like yeah, these people, their names are this, and they live here, first last name, address. That's what you call doxing, and you shouldn't do that. Unless someone's done something so horrible. Like if there's a sex offender in your area, they're not registering, and they're doing weird shit, or they're living somewhere they shouldn't be living. Okay, uh, I might bend a little bit on my anti-doxing policy. I ain't talking about dudes that hook up with chicks that act like they're 18, but shit like that happens. As crass as that might sound, uh, many dudes have been tricked before. Like, so ID policy. I live by that now, and I got like a 25-year-old age limit. Like, I really don't want to talk to chicks that are younger than 25. Like, just because they might be lying. Yeah, you get 25 and up, usually people aren't lying about that. They might even be lying like the other way. Like, instead of lying about being older, they might be lying about, really 33, but I told you 27. So, it's like, it's kind of not interested. Hello, person. I wish this came up like it showed you who was coming in before they messaged. Excuse me. That's one thing on StreamYard. You actually can click on it and see exactly who it is, but Streamlabs, it just shows who the viewer is. Hey, are you one of them people that wish death upon my mom, even though she's a frail senior citizen in a wheelchair, not a harm to anybody? Yeah, I had them come up in here the other day. Just kind of don't know what to think about that. You know, if it is you, you're very descriptive in what you wanted to happen. We have had gas leaks here before. Gas leaks can lead to explosions. Vince worked on this house before. Y'all know this property. That's why it's kind of a threat. You say it's not a threat, but that message was meant to induce panic. That's pretty much the court's yeah, definition of a threat. Trust me, I went to jail for it. First time I ever went to jail, having a verbal argument with my uncle. I didn't technically threaten him, but the court thought I did. So, I'm sorry, man. It's not who I thought it was at first. See, so here's the deal, Ninja. I just want to like put people at ease. Like I'm not trying to get on here for view counts too much. Like I did some shit on Facebook. I do these Facebook lives and I address shit that goes on in my real life. Had people bitching about like, oh, you don't have your comments. Sometimes that shit's confusing. Maybe I didn't have my comments on, but so that's why I'm doing things on here. Comments are up. People can get on camera, can discuss things. That's my intent with doing this right now. That and just kind of getting my feet wet, learning these programs. But yeah, I'm like, it's not my intent at all to steal views from people. Eventually, come on, buddy. I'm trying to get my dog on the bed. Eventually, I probably will. I was kind of joking earlier, brainstorming. Like, I might start doing some Fago reviews. Just like dress up and do like Fago reviews. I think that might be kind of funny. I have lots of flavors right now. The vanilla cream soda is my favorite. So, but yeah, my main intent on here right now is to possibly get some family, or if anyone has some problems with me and they want to discuss shit, I can make the video private. So that's basically my intent with all this shit right now. And I'll do more in the future, but I'd like it to happen organically. Just my thoughts about doing like some Fago reviews right now. Just kind of, I was talking and like, what can I do on here? You got all these panel shows and shit. I'm not trying to bite off people. Tonic's doing the Omegle thing. I'm not trying to bite off people. Studio 17 does that fucking Joker card and psychopathic release versus that shit's dope. Not trying to bite on that. And even if I did, I couldn't do it better than them. But that is one thing. I haven't seen a series of like Fago reviews. I might do that in the near future. It'll be a lot more formatted than just me going live, yeah, like I am now. But yeah, you caught me pretty much when I'm about to hop off here. I'm just chilling though. If I already went crazy, I'm not trying to be more crazy. So I'm just trying to chill. Um, can I ask you something though? So like Warlord told me about you only get 20 hours on StreamYard. Is there any kind of time limit with the Streamlab? Like it's 20 hours a month on StreamYard, right? Yeah, whoop, whoop. Nothing's came up so far. I'm like 13, 14 hours in on my StreamYard account. But I don't know if Streamlab has a limit like that. I might pay for the annual thing on StreamYard. I like the format. Like I just like how it's set up. I like how you can bring people up, and like I said, my intent mainly is I'd like to get these people. It probably won't happen, but they did come in here the other day. I had a chat with them. As far as I can see, there's no time limit on here, like 20 hours a month or whatever. Okay. Dude, my main thing with StreamYard is I just like how it's mapped out. I like how you can put an avatar up. I think that shit's pretty dope. That's why I did that crazy picture where it's like it looks like I'm in a straight jacket. Like that's what the picture on my StreamYard is. My avatar is just me in white clothing on a black light, and it just kind of looks like I'm trying to bust out of a straight jacket. So, like, if someone doesn't want to be on camera, yeah, you put a cool picture up. I like that. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off here though. I'm getting done with this sig. I've been on here for an hour 27 minutes. I had a couple people come through. No one typed yet though until you did. Hey, stay blessed.